You know, um, for some reason, Moriarty's icon has a speech bubble on top of it right now. For a moment I thought,
mean,
for a moment
that
I
generally means he's putting something in the chat box.
yeah, but what I was gonna say is for one moment I thought his icon was holding a spoon.
No. Alright,
Oh,
Moriarty,
that
you're
we love
spoon boy
spoon.
now.
My spoon is too big.
Ooh, one of my favorite spells, Phantasmal Killer.
Ooh.
Have you seen my spell, Phantasmal Spoon?
Delightful.
Hey, just out of curiosity, what's everyone else's HP at?
44.
You
Why
can
am
check
I-
on the party sheet, I do believe.
Why am I so weak?
You rolled not great, and everyone else's stats are just crazy.
I guess.
Don't you remember? You
That's-
consoled
that-
me about this.
That is true. Everyone else had great stats.
Yeah, you remember you consoled me about this, said, oh, at least you have really high HP. You're like one
For the
point
end of the
above
world?
the highest level. Or you're 1 point above the highest person.
Right.
I know blah blah blah. Then the other chapter, which can't allow you.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Tales of Miraleth Dungeons and Dragons. I will turn it over now to Dusty.
Greetings and salutations, dear viewers. It has been some time, hasn't it? But we are back. This is finally the story advancement we've been waiting for so very long now. And a small return of Moriarty, to a degree, as Gold King, and, well, you'll see.
Gold King.
Well, that's how I best know you.
I have rebranded recently, but that's unimportant. Continue.
Indeed, last time the party was still split. They delivered the champions to a very secure location under Harkness's watch, and Team B was getting the airship fixed, which it is now fixed. And something about cursed equipment. And probably not important. Let's move on then.
What? Oh, hello.
Who's there?
Oh,
We have
someone
an addition,
else
don't
is. Hello.
Hello.
I,
Oh, you do.
This is D&D.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
there they go. Okay.
Question mark, but proceed.
Right. Let us start with Zim. And let's see, who was with you? Euphoria. And someone who has unfortunately left the team. However, I can play them for the time being. Ah, hold on. I'm remembering a bit more now. Euphoria, weren't you getting your equipment appraised after discovering some new effects to it?
Yes, sir.
Right. They will divine what is afflicting your equipment. And now I shall reveal the effects to you now. On your breastplate, or your full plate rather, this is the curse of invisible blood. All of your blood is invisible, and those who witness you gaining wounds may think you are an undead. So please be fully healed when entering populated areas, or at least make sure your wounds are fully covered. On your shield, the Shield of Mire, you shall always sink 1 inch into any surface you step on. As your mace, the Curse of Magnetism. Metal objects you make contact with will need a strength check from someone else to remove them for you. Basically, you are now completely, entirely magnetic.
Sounds very inconvenient.
Tis a curse.
You swing your sword and oh no you don't.
And if you try to remove something from your left hand with your right hand, it is now on your right hand. Hence the strength check from someone else. Which means you will need someone else to unequip you.
Oh no.
Sounds very cumbersome.
Yes, especially considering you are in full plate.
And the only person you got here is Wristthorn.
Never put your hands on your hips or you're screwed.
You really need to get those checked.
The diviner shrugs as they examine these and say, "So, how did this come to pass exactly? All in all, this seems like fresh but clumsy, like a manifestation of magic that was soured."
No idea. Probably someone with ill will. But one day to the next, it's just woke up with this. Now, highly inconvenient.
Well, thankfully, it doesn't look like any of it's bonded to you. And nothing is especially detrimental, just inconvenient.
Could be worse. In retrospect.
Well, do be careful, adventurer.
Thank you. You have a good day. Ugh. But we'll say her farewells to the appraiser and just look for her to join Ristforn again.
And you two rejoin without incident. Where will you meet? Probably at the dockyards. The airship is ready to go after all.
I have
Yeah,
no
for that.
idea where we left off with this, so probably, yeah, on the ship.
Yep.
If
Waiting
it's
for it to get
repaired.
repaired, if I remember correctly. That was it.
Yeah.
You did
Sounds
also
good.
cause a small revolt. Last time you were here, though, as you witnessed the dock workers toss their boss into the water after receiving your money.
Alright.
But it's fine now. They seem to have resolved it.
The airship repaired yet, or?
Oh yes. As you witness your ship, there's a new balloon in it, and the previous repairs seem to have been touched up upon a bit more professionally.
Great. We'll leave to go meet up with the others then.
Sounds
All
great.
right.
Words.
They will see you off as you've already paid in advance. And people at the tower, would you like to fast forward, or is there something you'd like to do in the meantime?
I got stuff
As
I
it
want
will.
to do.
All right. Because it will be a 2-day trip to get to the tower from their current location.
Graham is
Elementary.
going to approach the dusty person. Like, what do you mean half a one?
Ah, you caught on to that.
Graham is going to glare intently.
How do I put this? It's like being married, but it was done before you were more sentient than you are now by other people. Snowy is your better half, let's call it.
Hmm?
You're confusing me. I don't remember marrying a rabbit.
I don't recall you giving your consent to being born a rabbit either, but there you go.
You're very much confusing me.
Thank you.
Graham considers punching Dusty.
I'd recommend against this course of action.
Can't you give me something a little bit more than that? That doesn't answer any of my questions.
Well, alright then. Let's... how do I explain vague, mystical nonsense that does not originate from my mind? So, when did you get Snowy?
I've had him for as long as I can remember. I was very
Interesting,
young.
isn't that?
Yes.
Did you make that pact?
Hmm. You know, now that you mention it, I can't say that I did. Very
Right.
weird.
The pact was made for you.
Say what now?
You think any sensible person would allow their child to take on a Hexblade pact?
I don't know. We do it a
Much-
lot.
Well, yes, but would the patron accept a child unless they were prepared?
You say I'm brainwashed or something? Am I like those idiot dogs?
Not especially, just a little broken.
Graham's trying to piece this together in his head.
Let's see. You and Snowy are a bit more connected than you should be. Like, than anyone should be.
Huh. I guess that explains some of the weirdness I've dealt with Snowy recently.
Yes. Because, Snowy isn't a... no, that doesn't make sense. Alright. Snowy is like the rest of you. That isn't in you anymore.
Wait. Graham's gonna go drag the go find the professor dude and drag him over.
Yes. Yeah, I'd hoped you have a good reason for dragging me away from my conversations with Harkness.
Yes. Apparently, I seem to be not a whole person.
It is a whole person. You're certainly smaller than some people, yes. Does that make you a half? No? Perhaps 2/3.
Not in that way.
I hear rabbits grow very fast. And multiply without end.
You may not be wrong about that second part, but in all seriousness, I think the thing that I was the reason why Snowy seems to be messing with my powers is because Snowy has something that he's not supposed to have.
He raises an eyebrow and like puts both hands together and says, "Interesting. I don't have my instruments right now exactly, but can I have Snowy then?"
I suppose so.
Great. I'll give him a thorough examination and tell you what I can find.
Graham is going to very hesitantly hand over Snowy to the madman.
And then Dusty pops up and says, "Ahem, you might want to set some limits. He's a very passionate researcher."
If this kills me, I'm going to haunt you.
Well, which of us exactly? That silly bat who put the idea in your mind, or me who's trying to do just what you asked?
Both of you.
Well, I didn't know ghosts could split. This could be a very fascinating development indeed.
You hurt my brain, you two.
Not the first time I've heard that.
Graham
Graham
is just gonna go ahead and take off the little crown that keeps him sane. so he could just zone out and not have to deal with this. His eyes go very blank and emotionless as he does.
See you whenever. And he takes Snowy away.
And then Graham kicks Dusty in the shin. Not hard, but just a shin kick.
Hey! Don't do that. I can't heal, you know.
Then walks away.
Is there anything you would like to do? Elements.
Not specifically. No.
All right.
Enemy is just abused by the situation.
I'm going to see what the professor gets on his first day. Interesting. The professor does not return until the following day. And he hands Snowy back to you, looking bemused.
Graham is gonna go ahead, fish out the little laurel crown, and put it back on his head. So, what'd you find?
This? I'm not sure exactly. I think this is your patron.
Wait, what now?
I don't understand it, but this is the source of your powers. I think. I've not seen anything like this before, truly.
Then wait. If that's my patron, then why are my powers so fucked up?
Well, because they're like an intermediary. It goes from your patron to Snowy to you. I think that's what I'm understanding. I've not seen something like this before.
So then how do we fix my powers?
I don't know. It's like you're the subsidiary one. Sort of. But there's this powerful connection to you that is most certainly not from the pact itself. Something to do with the soul, but usually there's limited research when it comes to soul arts. Feels it's almost dabbling into necromancy, but it's not there.
Huh.
It's like you're both being kept alive by each other. It's some codependency.
I mean, I do believe Snowy has died once already, but I can summon back.
Was it for you when that happened?
I don't remember I don't actually remember what actually happened after that. Kind of a big blank.
All right then. I'm just going to validate myself then. Affect Snowy seems to affect you in some fashion.
Could you possibly do more research?
Well, if you'd like to keep Snowy in my care for even longer, I can try something a bit more intensive.
I really want to figure this out because this is confusing me, and I'd prefer to have my powers actually working.
Right,
I feel like
of
we might
course.
need. I think we might need a not broken hex blade.
I don't think you're broken, just unique.
Oh,
A
trust
bit
me.
malfunctioning, perhaps, but that's part of the charm.
Oh,
I mean, if you'd like to get very extreme, what would happen if you slaughtered Snowy with your own hand?
I have no idea. Again, I don't
Okay.
remember what happened after the last time something like that happened.
Was there anyone else around you when that happened?
Before, yes. When I started remembering things again, no.
Well, then let's just ask them. Because it seems that you may have fallen into some berserk, self-preservation state. At least that's what I'm guessing would happen.
Are you sure that it would be safe for me to trigger that here?
No, not at all. I'm just saying. I could observe it.
Maybe give me some time to think about this. Maybe when there's people here who can possibly restrain me.
Oh, I'm sure. There's plenty of people who could restrain you. Ward could step on you for crying out loud.
Hey, enough with the short jokes.
I'm just saying he's tall and powerful. He could step on anyone here. But he'd have less trouble.
But you were saying something about souls. I mean, the only thing that I'm aware of that a hex blade can do is I have seen or heard of other hex blades removing people's souls and kind of binding them to things or to oneself for a short amount of time.
Cannot.
Yes.
Yes. No.
It's kind of like taking control of someone's soul for a day.
You can do it then. Maybe you're not malfunctioning, but just sharing more than you thought you were.
Then how do I fix that?
I don't know.
You just keep doing research, buddy. I'm going to think about things.
Okay, in the meantime, try to think of some way to challenge your rabbit for ownership.
What? Challenge your what?
Challenge his rabbit for ownership of the pact. I think. I'm not a hexblade. What would I know?
Graham is gonna go find some place to like kind of sit and meditate on this.
Oh, how did you even realize any of this anyway?
I kind of started getting some kind of recollection that things were kind of wrong and broken after I put this crown on my head that seems to resolve several issues with my brain.
I see.
And that I got this after a kind of a traumatic, kind of jarring psychic attack hit me. That was the real. I guess that was the real first trigger. Kind of seemed to knock something loose.
So perhaps there was brainwashing involved in whatever you're from.
Graham just has a very angry look. All right.
What?
You keep doing your studying thing. I'm gonna go meditate, and yeah.
Well then. Now let's see how you react to fire.
Please, maybe don't kill the familiar.
Killing it? I'm just testing how it reacts when under certain stimuli.
It'll react like most rabbits do. except it's intelligent, and I can see and feel things that it does.
Oh, right. Packed beast. Packed. Yes.
I
A
like
bit
this.
more sophisticated than waterboarding.
I like this, Professor.
Graham is just gonna slowly take Snowy back. Maybe I shouldn't leave you alone with Snowy.
Yeah, that's not. Oh, fine. Regular methods then. Because you react to trauma. What if it was subjected to trauma?
I suppose so, but
It's simple sense.
okay, just
Trust
Try-
me, I'm a professor.
I thought you were a magical professor. I expected a lot less, you know, fire and waterboarding.
Isn't-
I'd like to see
And
what
more
you-
like arcane study.
There is that too, but there are certain reactions we can observe. Magic is heightened under situations of extreme stress, after all, and if it has magic, it may unconsciously use it while under stress or in moments of life preservation.
Eisen,
You know things-
have you seen some of the professors on this channel?
You have a point, especially the Zim-related one.
I
Zim
take
one.
offense to that kind of statement. I simply seek knowledge in all things regarding xenozoology. I also have.
And when life is in danger, limitations seem to fall off. Previous
Quick.
restraints, if you would.
Quick, someone put in an influence to have the professor from Starbound come here, so that so that he can
Starbound?
do this. So Starfinder, I'm sorry, Starfinder, not Starbound.
Starbound.
That's a different game.
Yeah,
Very different.
I like
Vastly
Starbound.
different. I'm not running a Starbound game.
I think I was part of a Starbound roleplay server for a while, but anyways, continue.
I'm just seeing if it has any
My
new
hamster is getting antsy.
abilities.
If we be
Uh-oh.
adventurers, let us adventure.
Is that what I
That
believe
would
it to
not be a high enough ethereal influence for this.
Oh my.
What would they need, like a game breaking or a major?
I'll say
A
game breaking.
major, at least.
DM
I'll-
says game breaking.
Huh?
Damn.
You're literally bringing in a new person who will, in fact, do something.
He won't do something forever, though, necessarily.
Moving on. He will take Snowy and try to abscond before you object further.
Graham will very reluctantly allow this.
And I'm gonna ask you, are you okay? Are you okay with this?
I don't know. Everything's gone cuckoo bananas. I'm just trying to fix my powers, man. And now some crazy magic professor is going to torture what apparently, if I got this correct, is like some other half of my soul.
Yes, that is correct, Dusty says, patting one of your ears.
You weren't aware what your family was all this time. How old are you exactly?
What does it matter to you?
He's grown enough, he just has parents that disagree.
I'm just concerned friend.
I've apparently been brainwashed most of my life, so yeah, it's
Quick
cut me
question.
some slack, man.
Quick question. Where is this conversation happening?
At the tower.
That was-
Ah. Moriarty walks on over.
By all means, you still have Moriarty.
Moriarty's still around. I might as well do some roleplay.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. By all means.
Graham just starts to turn.
Great fun! Right?
Oh, wait.
What are you doing?
There's a major. He put in a major.
I've refunded it. As we said, it would need to be a game breaking.
Yeah, DM
Oh,
required
it's
game
gonna
breaking.
happen. Oh no, I feel it.
Wolfabag. How do you say that? Wolfabag. Like, I want to say wolf bag, but that is not what that says.
Dusty claps his hands together in some delight before starting to very suddenly withdraw.
He senses impending doom.
No, he sees Moriarty. He's happy to see him, but you feel like this is something that he's trying to avoid.
What's everyone gathered around for?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. What? Sorry, what?
Farewell, future seer.
Who? What?
We're discussing the craziness that apparently Snowy seems to be part of my soul and is interfering with my powers.
He blinks for a moment.
How
How
come
long
this
have you
isn't
had that
something
rabbit?
you brought up, Mr. I See the Future?
Go for the eyes! Rusk!
There it is.
Crap.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
What is it?
Imagining.
Is there a way I can donate my crowns to someone else, by the way?
There is actually.
I do believe that's not against the rules to donate your your things for influence to other people.
How would I do that, Jet?
You're going to ask
Would I just
someone to
ask them
counter
to
it.
take 300 off me and give them to Wired?
Although the influence I'm still most proud of is giving Dusty a gelatinous a gelatinous cube that changes elements that he can control like a pet.
Where do
Oh,
I see my saber?
and I have gotten
You
a saddle for
cannot
it.
give
so-
crowns to somebody else.
Oh.
Oh, and
Where do I-
and the cube has only improved, Dyson. I promise. With the saddle, with the special saddle.
Where do I see my crowns, by the way? Is it just coins?
Now, Dusty, now I just need enough to make it shapeshift for you.
That would be something.
Yeah,
However,
there it is.
know that I am immune to it, and thus, if I trap an enemy inside, while it's lightning, and then go inside to fight the enemy inside pudding, I am in the Thunder Cube.
I'm sorry, that entire whatever you just said went completely over my head. Say that again?
Tuesday game, don't worry about it.
Okay. So was that Professor Rossthorpe that was looking at the rabbit just now?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he didn't like was something. Is he not? Moriarty just seems kind of like a little bit confused as to why he just walked away and left you with it.
Oh no, he walked away with Snowy.
Oh,
He's going back to study it more.
so he's just taking it. He's just taking Snowy.
Yeah, I'd be careful because there's also apparently the chance that if Snowy happens to perish during his examination, I might go into like a extreme survival state in which I might kill anything that seems to be a threat.
That
Or
doesn't
maybe
sound
just
like,
annoys me.
it doesn't sound like survival. That sounds like psychopathy. I think is the word. It sounds like murder. Do we need to tie you down? You should go with him. We should all go with him.
Dusty calls from the doorway. Not incorrect.
Who's that?
Hello, I'm new. Dusty, over here.
This is big version of Dust Minimus.
Aren't you the doll?
Yes. I am both a doll and a person, except the doll still exists and is somewhere else. And is still like, what is he doing right now? Dancing. Dancing on, no, oh god, he's on the oven. I gotta go.
Graham just is like, they're both quirky. And Dustin Minimus is even crazy for himself.
So is the thing going on with the doll like the same thing with you and the rabbit?
I don't know. Maybe?
You know, that actually sounds like it could be a lead. So, would you think so?
Anyway, I think we should go to the professor and have you tied down when he's doing his thing, and just so you don't go murder.
I guess.
It seems reasonable.
Well, if you're okay with it, I guess I am too. I mean, I wouldn't want you. I wouldn't want you to tie you down, but I wouldn't want you to go on a rampage either.
I guess theoretically, based on how long I've been separated from Snowy, I have had blackouts before. And apparently those are the episodes.
Hey, fair enough. It's good to see that they at least had a camp going here.
What do they have going here?
A camp?
I didn't
You know,
understand.
at the tower, all the people you've left here have survived and built something for themselves.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, Eisen, have you had a chance to talk to Marcus again?
Who to what now? Who's this Eisen person?
I'm sorry. Graham!
You're doing it.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw beyond the veil for a second.
I know, it sucks!
We should just rename Graham to Eisen. He'll just be a self-insert. No,
Graham suddenly turns into half fox, half rabbit. No one knows why. But then his name changes to Eisen.
Moriarty just tries to walk out real quick, like.
Now you understand why I did it. I understand.
Anyways, I guess Graham will be like, okay, I guess if we're going to follow the professor and have me tied down, I guess we should go do that.
It sounds like a good idea, but
Not necessarily sure it's entirely possible unless you're going to, do something stupid around me.
Well,
Define stupid.
I don't know.
listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the mercenaries they've hired here aren't the brightest.
Good point.
Well,
They're still, I'm assuming they're still all 1,000 leagues smarter than the dogs.
Probably. Depends on which dogs.
it depends on the area.
The
Dogs are
vast
digging
majority
champs,
of
and
the dogs.
Fair enough. But yeah, you should probably check in with Marcus again. Probably.
We can do that when the whole party's here. Besides, we already talked to Marcus when we got here.
Fair enough.
And he knows where we're at. This isn't a very big place.
True.
Who is Marcus?
I believe that's the mercenary leader.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure only Graham and Ristworn would actually know who he is.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I wasn't here when Marcus.
Yeah, Graham will be like, yeah, he's the leader of this mercenary group we came over here with.
I see. I wasn't here when that happened. That's why I don't know him.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get you to wherever the professor went, because obviously you need to be tied down.
All right.
Don't worry, it doesn't sound as bad as it sounds.
Yes, I'm sure.
No, really,
Then
I've
again,
been tied down before. Recently, actually.
we don't need to hear about your kinky exploits, man.
You saved me yourself, you know.
It was a very tumultuous time.
Yes, I'm sure that's your first time being tied down for that reason, for that or other reasons.
Oh, easily not.
Graham points
It was the most
Graham points to
lethal
the
time.
rabbit ears.
Listen, he's fine. Mostly.
Mostly fine?
I can't say things like that.
What do you mean, like what? Like what?
So, I guess I should explain something.
Yes, please.
Moriarty, you see the future, yes.
Not anymore.
Yes, I know, not anymore. And because of that, I picked it up, but in reverse.
What?
I'm seer.
Who are we talking to?
Dusty Maximus.
How do you see the future in reverse? Isn't that
Uh,
called the past?
Yes.
Moriarty facepalms.
Generally, the future seer and the past seer should not be in the same room. But as he is former future seer, I guess it's fine. And it causes
Moriarty
some problems.
Wouldn't you
slowly
just-
rubs his eyes, just
if you guys
feeling
were in the
its
same room, wouldn't you guys just become the present seer?
Well, no, that's you.
What?
I'm saying, like, worst case scenario, wouldn't your powers just cancel each other out
Or we'd
just from
overload
being
each
near
other.
each other? Or does the whole, or is this like a arcane apocalypse kind of thing?
Now what happens when you divide by 0? It's just something you know not to do, but we don't know what happens. It might be bad. We don't know. We haven't done it before. It just seems like a bad idea.
Alright, I'm going to, as someone who's been a future seer, I'm going to go ahead and mention that I don't think a past seer is a thing.
Well, too bad, because I am. I don't know why, and I can't exactly explain it, but when I see someone, I can see who they were and what happened. Which
That's
is
called a
why
history
I refuse to have anything to do with the darkness. I get overloaded and bleed.
Wait, you know about the darkness?
I've been around.
So explain to me before I get tied down. Can you explain what they are?
No,
Why not?
because I get overloaded. I see a lot, and then
Okay, what
it's
did
too
they
much for
use-
me to retain.
What did they used to be? Are they trapped souls from when the star hit, anything, man. Just anything.
When
You
the
know, if
star-
he's seeing the entire history of an individual, if that's actually what's going on here, for one thing, I don't think that's necessarily called a past seer. I think that's something else entirely. But if he's seeing that, and if he's seeing that with the darkness, he is seeing thousands of years in likely a very short span of time.
Yes, it's been very unpleasant every time I try to do it.
I
I
doubt
can't.
I doubt he's actually getting a lot of useful information if he's seen the darkness. Quite honestly.
There is like this brief flash of something alive, and then so much not being alive.
Just cleaned up right now, and
Right, so-
Okay.
Well, that answers my question. I'm going to assume that the star that fell on Starfall caused the darkness by
Okay.
turning the people of the city into the darkness.
Yeah,
Which
that's
would
a common
explain
theory.
why it comes from there or starts there, flooding the entire island every night.
That's basically what most people think. So
Hmm.
that's fair.
Makes sense.
I mean, I don't know, but probably.
I wonder.
Either that or it's one hell of a coincidence.
Both of y'all, you caused me so many headaches.
We're special.
Would
Also,
you like me to
Graham,
sing you a
please don't.
soothing tune to calm your weary head?
Also, Graham, please don't kick me again. I don't heal very well.
What do you mean you don't heal very well?
How do I say it? Restorative measures don't work too well with me.
What will happen if I use cure wounds on you?
Nothing.
Hmm.
Are you undead?
Not quite, but I'm not from here. And I'm supposed to be something else, but then I was brought down early. Like, way too early. And so, I'm not finished, quote unquote. Like, if you cut my hand, I'll bleed. And then I'll keep bleeding. And I won't stop bleeding for probably 3 days, even if the wound is dressed.
Just in Tales of Miraleth chat, that's Moriarty right now.
Yeah. I won't recover from anything very quickly.
That doesn't... Why?
I don't know. I'm underbaked.
Just you know, that soft sort of confused squint. Just,
Graham is just gonna be like, both of you are confusing mysteries that give me headaches.
I stopped trying
I'm
we need to-
confusing to myself.
I
Because
think we need a
I'm
sick
supposed to be
Professor Ross
filling in for
on you both.
something, but I don't fit the bill.
I stopped trying to understand them long ago. I just go along with whatever happens.
Anyway, to the professor! That crazy boy.
yeah, how did you find out about this, by the way?
Me?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Which thing in particular?
the wound thing, where you just... 3 days!
Oh, well, I'm very curious about myself after my face explodes in blood when I try to view darkness.
What?
Wait, what? You're becoming even more confusing. Stop it.
I said I don't take too well when I encounter darkness, didn't I? I said
Okay,
I get overloaded.
Your face explodes with
All right.
Please
If you
describe this to me in a way that I can understand you to have survived. If you are...
Right, boo?
Oh boy.
Well, let's see. A lot of blood comes from my mouth, my nose, and my eyes, and I collapse, and I'm somewhere else.
How? Okay, again, how are you alive? With you
I
said that happens for
I
3
am.
days.
My guess is he
Oh,
seems
no,
to be
no.
some kind of weird demigod who resides within dolls scattered across the entirety of Miraleth.
Yeah, you see, I don't know what happened because I'm unconscious. And the hand thing, I just wondered how much time had passed, or what would happen if it was external injuries. And I did not enjoy my time.
But even though you don't even though healing magic doesn't work on you, you seem to regenerate pretty well after some time. Like, you don't seem beat up at the moment.
Well, no, but that kick I got from Graham yesterday still hurts, and it wasn't even hard.
Hmm. You're a very fragile creature, aren't you?
I think so.
So what you're saying is, if we wanted to kill you, we easily could.
Why would you even suggest that?
I don't know.
You people have suggested it with me.
I never suggested you.
I know you didn't.
Okay, fair enough.
That's because you know. That's because you constantly like. I don't know. You're just a really weird kind of. I know. No, I can see it. I see it. Yep. Nope. I get where you're coming at from Moriarty.
I mean, I guess you could murder me. I mean, I'd object to it, but I don't think I can do much about it.
Well, as long as you're coping well with it, we should probably, again, get Graham over to the tent with the professor, because
So
he could
I
go
don't do
insane
well.
any moment.
Good point. Also, I don't like being around things that die. It's a very, it does not do well for me.
Right, yes, I would hate to see what would happen if you
wait,
got
how
a
does-
stroke.
Why does that affect you?
It's like when I observe someone, it's like I see them, but then it's sudden blackness because it's over, it's done, and it's final. And then it rebounds to me just a little bit because I was paying attention to them.
Oof.
So it's kind of like running into a wall.
Sort of, but I experienced their death because I saw it.
That sounds gruesome.
I mean, I don't die, but I need to sit down if that happens. Like I am done.
Yeah, I can understand.
By the way, don't look at me too hard. I've apparently been here a long time. Apparently. I don't know.
Well, your blood has.
Eh?
Don't worry about it.
You and Moriarty seem to say don't worry about it a lot, but it's usually something we should worry about.
You're fine. It's funny. Yeah. The professor. Subject changed. It looked literally anything else.
My best guess, Moriarty, is what he's saying
You
is
know, it's a
that
really
you've basically
good
been a
thing.
clone.
It's a really good thing that I'm not actually there in character, because I am not following any of this conversation.
Good, you don't have to. Not yet.
Graham is just too deep into the crazy at this point. He has to understand the crazy to, like, get anything useful out of anything that Moriarty or Dusty says.
You have entered a world you can never escape.
I have attempted to comprehend. I have failed. Attempting again. Fail.
Well, I guess that is the definition of insanity.
He's trying to point the back to the professor to exit this conversation very quickly. It's not gonna work, but
I think
trying.
at this point, I think we've gotten to the professor.
Yeah. Whom has Snowy bound in leather, like a cocoon, and is
A cocoon
holding
of
a
leather.
dictionary in front of him,
A cocoon of leather.
like leather wrappings.
Snowy does not seem concerned about the dictionary. Snowy does not fear knowledge or reading.
Oh no! The professor is telling Snowy the history of the word and why this word was created. Well, you see, back in this era, they
Hold
invented
on.
Snuffleupagus because
Is this the Marsep?
beg your pardon.
Is this Professor? Is this Professor Rossthorpe or is this the Professor Marsep?
Ross.
Okay. Proceed.
Wait, there was another professor?
Yeah, remember how I was saying we should get an influence for the other professor to come in? Did we not get that
Oh,
influence?
okay. Oh, okay.
We did
I
get
remember
that
now.
influence, but
Oh. Would you like to
I
enter?
have no idea what to do with Professor Eucalyptus.
Well, yeah, I believe what is going on at this moment is Professor Rossthorpe is studying...
I don't know what's going on here!
I'm explaining that for you right now.
It is chaos incarnate!
All right, let me explain to you real quick. We were all just conversing about the weirdness of Moriarty and Dusty, but now we have gone over to the tent where
You
Professor
see,
Rossthorpe has
when the
taken...
two DM self-inserts meet, a child is made.
Anywho, let me explain so that we can all get back on the same page. Professor Rossthorpe had taken Snowy, which is, Graham's familiar, because it's doing something weird. I don't quite remember what, or I don't know if it's changed since I was DM, but I'm not going to say anything to that regard. But there is definitely a weird connection between Snowy and Graham, and so he is doing experiments on Snowy to try and figure out more about it.
And is
I
currently
jokingly-
trying to torture Snowy by explaining the history of every word in the dictionary to him.
And I jokingly stated that Professor not Professor Rossthorpe, Professor Xavier von Eucalyptus would be of more use here because he's an actual, animal biologist. Technically a xenobiologist, but, he would work in the
Xenozoologist.
Zoologist, thank you.
And he has nothing to do with magical beasts. At least not of this variety.
Influence has deemed he shall be here.
Because you said he
Decided
should,
so.
that doesn't mean I've got any idea what the hell he's gonna do there.
It'll be fun.
Drone on about anything.
In that way that I tried to get everyone who talked to what was his name, Sir Hammerlock, you know, to like have to roll sanity every time he talked to them.
Wired flips every single table in existence.
Oh boy.
Music.
Yes, there's always music.
It's good
Mhm.
music.
It's always running.
Mhm.
It is.
And I was not in the professor mindset tonight.
Oh no.
We could just refund him.
I suppose the professor, von Eucalyptus, appears in the room, or rather, appears above Graham, falling down onto him.
I approve of this.
Was he hanging upside down from the ceiling?
What seems to be, where am I?
Ah,
Hello?
a man of science. I
Get
can understand
off
that accent
of
from anywhere.
me!
I do apologize. Let me just go ahead and, yes, I'll get right over to this side here. Where am I? I'm not sure how I got here. Where
Come to
am
the
I?
tower. Let me explain everything for you, good sir.
Enemy is going to
Everything. I see. Okay.
Enemy is going
And
to
he is
visit-
just going to very slowly move off of Graham.
Moriarty rubs his chin as he stares at the professor. You seem oddly familiar. Have we met before?
Breaking the fourth wall?
No, it's not. Because he was in the other game too.
Remember?
He just doesn't remember it.
Breaking the fourth wall!
Shame on you all.
Enemy is gonna raise his fear and ask, "Who is this?"
I would very much recommend that you not attempt an aggressive action against me, fair fox.
I won't as long as you explain yourself. I don't really enjoy when creatures just appear out of thin air.
I don't know. It seems to happen often enough. You summon a rabbit for crying out loud.
Oh my god, they're trying to summon more.
My hamster is getting antsy. If we be
I
adventurers,
think we need to put a stop to the summoning.
I don't know.
What do you mean, Wolfab?
Wait, no, yeah, Squeak is already in this game.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Squeak actually exists as the cook on their airship in this game. So he's already here, technically.
He makes pies. He makes pies.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. He gave them, I think.
Well, the professor is going to raise his cane, and before Element can do anything, he's going to stab out with a needle made of ice on the end of his spear.
Are you actually stabbing at him, or are you just like...
Oh no, I'm stabbing him.
Oh.
Oh no.
Now, the problem is that cross system The professor has like a plus 12 to his attack.
Consistent.
To be fair, though, this is a different game altogether.
Yes,
Which
but
has
we
different
don't
balance.
have any way on how to convert, so we'll just go with what he's got.
Someone put. What do we do
My
if the
hamster is
professor
getting
dies
antsy.
here? I
If
don't
we
know
be
what to do with that.
adventurers, let us adventure.
Did someone do a major influence to put him back?
No, it was a moderate influence for roll for initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Except that, the professor just did a surprise attack. And he's got a certain little toy in that ice needle of his, which will end this fight very quickly if he succeeds.
Fight! What?
The professor Xavier
Baleful-
von Eucalyptus just made an attack
no.
on
Professor Xavier Thoriston von Eucalyptus, MD, just made an attack
Xavier-
I
against...
demand you
Thorsten.
say it in the voice.
Professor Xavier Thorsten von Eucalyptus. I need the name written down in front of me to remember it all.
Professor Xavier Thoriston von Eucalyptus, MD, have at you.
Are you actually gonna roll to attack me?
Well, a 16 plus 12 would, I'm 99% certain it would hit.
Yeah, my AC is 19, so you will hit me.
Give me
That's
a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
Which I do not believe actually means an automatic success.
It doesn't, but I'm pretty sure your DC was a 21.
It was.
Exactly.
He meets the DC.
It was.
He
I don't
rolled the
remember.
only thing that would have beat it too. Wow.
Now Element smacks an old man.
Element, you've just been stabbed with a needle. It hurt a little bit, and
I don't
felt
remember
kinda
the
weird.
damage bonus, but it would be a 6.
Sorry,
You were the element, you've been stabbed.
what were you saying, Moriarty?
Since I actually know what this is, I might as well kind of DM it. But you'd be stabbed by an ice thing. It would, of course, hurt like a little stab wound would, but it also kind of feel weird for a second. There's probably something else going on with it, but your body seems to have naturally resisted it just barely. You kind of felt weird, almost like you were maybe changing or something. But again, your body fought against it and just barely stopped it.
Enemy sites are going to widen as his mouth goes into an angry grimace. You were about to poison me, weren't you?
No, it is not a poison of any kind.
I don't care what it was. You used some form of trickery with that surprise attack.
You threatened me first.
I wasn't going to attack you, but I guess I have no choice now.
My good sir, you always have a choice.
Ladies, please, can we save the fighting till after we tie the potentially murderous rabbit down?
Enemy is going to grab the professor and just sigh. I'm going to leave right now. you guys do whatever you need to do with Graham. I need some time alone.
A murderous rabbit, you say? I can definitely resolve that.
Oh,
I
yes,
want this
please
man
do.
nowhere near me while I'm tied up.
By all means, Professor, aid me in my experiments to see what the limitations of this strange rabbit and what arcane secrets it may possess in its form.
How much damage did I take?
Yes, I would be more than happy to assist you. Let me just deal with this particular one.
Oh, yes, you're
Graham doesn't let you
man.
get
I'm sure
anywhere
you can
near
resolve
him.
it.
How much damage did I
You,
take?
assistant, would you restrain him for me?
If you, I swear, if you restrain me while this crazy man is trying to do things to me, I'm going to be very upset.
Moriarty just glanced back and forth as there's like no assistant there, so he's like, "Did you mean me?"
Yes, Jaffer, this is Professor Von Eucalyptus that has been brought into this universe. He's got no idea why he's here, but he's been threatened and reciprocated, blah, blah, you know what I mean. And now he's assisting another professor from this world in some manner of experiment.
Sim, how much damage did I take?
6.
Jaffer, I do not believe Toby is here. If Toby was here, that might make like more issues with how things are already going.
Yeah, Toby's not here. Anyways, Moriarty, you gonna tie up Graham? Or
I mean,
otherwise restrain him?
Graham, get over here.
I'm not letting that crazy man anywhere near me.
All right, Mr.
The one crazy man who I know is good enough.
Well, we do what must be done in the name of progress. Please,
Does this man
Graham,
even know
just
what the hell
for a
what the
day.
hell he's doing? I know you know
I assure
arcane
you
shit.
that I am the premier authority on all things xenozoology. I have the best capability in regards to animals of just about all kinds. I have also
Exactly.
received experience and training in the mystical arts.
I knew that such a scholarly, well-learned man would be of invaluable assistance.
But no, here's the important question, though. Moriarty holds up a finger, then leans in. Are you part of the Ministry of Magic?
I am not familiar with this. I am from, not this, particular,
Oh no.
planet, really.
Jeff, we're just putting the game breaking.
Toby came along with the professor. Quantum storage companion cube technology transcends reality.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Which means
I
he's got
feel
all
like at
his
this point we
pets.
might be derailing the story a bit.
It's fine as long as everyone's having a nice time. Because one way or another, we will get in more information from this.
The professor
I
is...
can take this and I can roll it.
The
I can
professor
roll
is
it.
going to pull out his cube, his companion cube, and call out Toby, and order Toby to restrain Graham.
You know what? Graham's going to do something. He's gonna go invisible, and then flee from the extra insane professor.
Did you say you pulled out Toby?
Invisible. Yes, he did.
What the hell is that?
Toby, restrain him. Fun fact, Toby can see through invisibility.
Well, can Toby see through blink?
Well, you've already used your action for invisibility, so
I don't think combat has been announced.
we've been in combat.
Well, whose turn is it then?
We're kind of
Right,
just
roll
going
initiative, then.
back
They
and
broke the
forth.
surprise round, and then it just turned into something else.
I mean, we're just kind of going back and forth either way.
Teacher started because Element was worried because a random person just suddenly materialized into existence in front of them.
Toby has a plus. I want to say it's like a +8 to his to what would be relevant for grappling.
Jeffer, can you blink while being tased?
I mean, the professor could do that as well.
Jeffer, hop in the voice chat. We're gonna need you.
I believe Jaffer's at work.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He is, I think.
So, anyways, Graham, you want to make an opposed grapple check?
Sure.
Yeah, he's at work.
I guess that would be athletic.
Yes.
Suck it, Toby.
Why is the donation bill called the Crazed Researcher?
Like I said, I believe that Toby's got a +8.
Something that I
All right.
thought would have come to
Toby,
pass, but
Toby gets cursed with maddening hex. So Toby is now constantly just taking damage.
Does your curse work on
If it's living, it's curseable. If it has any form of life
situated.
in it.
That's a complicated situation.
Like undead, basically as long as it's not an inanimate object, I can pretty much curse it.
I believe for all intents and purposes, Toby would 100% be curseable. Especially because he's like, an actual player-controlled thing.
Either way.
I'm pretty sure
fine.
Ricky would even be curseable.
That is fine.
And the professor doesn't know why. Toby is probably now freaking out. Because seeing horrible shadows attacking it.
It is interesting to see this combat between two people from completely different games. Zaire's companions, Captain Risforn the Otter. I just saw that on the character card, I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah, those, pop-up cards that we have in the stream.
Oh, yes.
Zaire had listed companions. Captain, all caps, Risforn the Otter.
So... Was that your action then, Graham?
No, that's a bonus action.
Alright, what are you doing for your action?
Don't think I can cast spells while grappled.
That's actually a good point.
The hex isn't a spell.
No? Okay.
No. Yeah, no, it's just a thing that I do.
Okay, well then what are you doing?
Oh, and also as a thing that I can do, I'm gonna cast Bane on it.
You would not be able to do two things.
Yeah, you get like what? A normal action, a move action, and a bonus action?
Well,
Oh,
for
wait,
starters...
no, never mind. Casting Bane would be a action.
Current hype train conductor? Jeffrey, what does hype train conductor mean?
It means we had a hype train for subscriptions and bits and stuff on the channel, and Jaffer was one of the ones that contributed the most.
Ah, nice.
Here you go, hungry.
I don't really know what I can do. You know what? Do I have a spell that just uses verbal component? Um.
Dude, hurry up!
Well, I gotta look through shit, man.
That moment when you didn't expect combat, but combat expected you.
Right, boo?
For it.
Oh, my
It's
God,
interesting.
No, I don't have anything with just verbal commands. Wait, nope, Eldritch Blast isn't. Damn.
Wolfab, I'm gonna refund that because Squeak is not here. He is on the airship.
Yes. I've tried to tell him this like 3 times.
Alright. Nope, I guess I'll just try to fight the, being, grappled then.
And also, it's been confirmed by Jaffer that the bonus is at least 8. I don't remember what Toby's strength bonus is, but it is at least... What the hell, dice?
Speaking of dice, I need to set my colors.
That did not actually fall on any one number. Ugh. I don't remember what his strength bonus is, but I think I've got it here. Eh. So a +8, you would win that time.
Alright. Then, Graham books it.
Okay. Well, then the professor's just gonna go help with Snowy.
Alright.
I'll go keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't try to start stabbing people. If I start yelling, he's trying to start stabbing me. He says, Moriarty says as he goes to trot off after Graham. At least in the direction he thinks he went. If he's still invisible.
Oh no, he is absolutely still invisible.
Graham!
And Toby is still cursed.
Okay, and
Taking damage
and
constantly. Let's see, what is 3 damage over the course of a minute at every turn?
If
nowhere
every turn's
near
about 6
Toby's.
seconds, that'd be 30 damage.
Nowhere near Toby's max health.
Yeah, his max health is like 80.
I think a 30 is a nice chunk out of that
My
still.
hamster is getting antsy. If we
It's a
the
decent chunk.
adventurers, let us adventure.
Graham has to sneeze.
Well, Graham's not around, so.
Go.
Does Moriarty get a perception check to hear Graham sneeze? Speaking of which, I need to.
I forget what is invisibility do for
I believe it's
stealth rolls?
I think it's advantage or something. I'm just gonna real quick slap Moriarty up to level 7. Because technically he'd be level 7 by how I was playing him. Yeah, he doesn't hear it.
Also, you do have to stay within 90 feet of the target for it to continue doing damage.
That's still a pretty long ways.
That
yes,
is...
but if Toby Kale's watching, then he's gonna go after you.
Does that 90 feet have to be unbroken sightlines?
Let me check.
Because there is a
No,
camp
it does
here.
keep going. From what I'm seeing, it keeps going outside of its. It keeps going outside of the view range.
Right. Okay. Because it would be pretty easy for him to, like, take cover in a tent or just have general broken line of sight. Because this is like a bit of a camp. Or at least it was intended to be. I don't know. What
And he's stealthing now.
It looks like it's one of those things that has unintended side effects of its power that can be considered overpowered. And people recommend that the DM decide, okay, it has to stop at some point. Line of sight or something.
It has a time limit.
Yeah, it is only going for 1 minute, but like again, this is
and 90 feet is very close, relatively.
I mean, it's at least like a decently sized house away.
And that's also not taking into consideration that, Graham could be like in some other room and having locked doors and things like that.
I wouldn't say that. This is a camp, not exactly a village or anything like that. I don't think anyone here probably, unless he's in the tower itself. But I don't think anyone. I don't even know if the tower has lockable doors. Because I'm pretty sure the
Either way, moving on, because this is getting tiresome.
Yes, fair.
We're not doing anything except for arguing back and forth yet again with Graham about his abilities.
People don't like to lose when they can help it.
So
So
to
what are we
proceed,
doing?
I thought you were going to go help the professor with Snowy.
I have no idea what's going on, so yes, the professor's helping.
Yes, he would like you to test the limitations of this bunny.
Great, I got multiple different, very painful ways to do that.
Let's try the less painful ones first. It seems to rebound to him, but I'm not opposed to it if we don't get results.
Alright, polymorph.
It seems to also possess human-like intelligence, akin to its owner.
Well, the professor's gonna stab Snowy with the ice needle, injecting
Before he
Snowy
does that,
with
Snowy
baleful...
disappears. The leather straps go limp.
Okay, I'm done.
He's
I
been
am done.
unsummoned. Well, shoot, I did
Got
not
pulled into
consider
pocket
this.
dimension.
Graham, could we have it back?
Graham's not there to ask.
Moriarty's still running around. Graham!
Well, I suppose that's it. How?
The professor will
But the
go back
polymorph,
to
though,
his
that
own...
was a great idea. What if I polymorphed it into the shape of its owner? What could it tell us?
The professor's going back to his own place.
Well, fare thee well, Dimension Traveler. Until we meet again, thank you for the inspiration.
Okay, that was fun, but that was also dragged down for a lot for a bit. Suppose we should move on.
Indeed.
Indeedly doodle.
Well, that's the DM.
All right, let's. Shall we advance to the next day?
Sure.
Yep. All right. The airship arrives. Would you all like to board the airship? And who will you take the enigmatic strange bat with you, or would you prefer to leave him at the tower?
Well, the enigmatic strange bat said he had glass for bones and paper for skin. Also, where are we going?
The airship just arrived.
Yes. Actually, I'm not going. That's right.
Yes.
Where are
indeed.
you going?
Of course I'm going to investigate the airship.
Well, first they should probably share notes and then decide, because things have happened to both parties.
That's true. Which one was with? Oh yeah, Euphoria. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the party got split with the two that left perfectly, because Sarah was with us and Graham was with them.
All right, so I guess Ristforn and Euphoria are on them.
Euphoria may reveal that their new equipment is both high quality and yet strangely cursed. For one reason or another, after a single day. And you can share what you found during your time at the tower and your newest companion.
We found this. We found this weird mortal form version of Dusty that just incarnated in front of us out of a wormhole or something. I don't exactly understand what happened, but yeah, he's waiting for us at the tower at the moment. And besides that, I vaguely remember having a weird dream about being inside a metal place, but it's so hazy I can't remember much else than that. Also Graham made some. I suppose you could call them a list to what's missing on his powers, but I think I should let him explain that himself. I don't understand it myself.
Yeah, no one's even looked for Graham yet.
Oh yeah.
Has he not come over as the airship landed?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Graham is kind of hiding. a situation happened yesterday. He just kind of hiding is somewhere. I wasn't able to find him. And
That
then
pops up. Well, we did endanger Snow, or they did endanger Snowy deliberately.
wait, which bad? The dollar, the human, or I mean the mortal.
The biggest bat.
Yeah. I probably should have stayed there to make sure they didn't do anything crazy, but I was just annoyed at the situation. Plus I still feeling queasy from whatever that needle that needle was about to do to me. I'm glad I was able to resist it, whatever it was. I don't need any more permanent injuries.
Right. I don't think it would have been permanent. Let's find Graham. I think I need to help him through this. It did seem like something important almost happened.
Mm-hmm. So what happened? What happened with you guys when you went to that town to repair the airship? I was talking with Rich from Euphoria. Tim, Red, are you guys there?
Did it again?
Party talk going on.
Did you hear anything that I just said?
Sort of.
Everyone, please focus. The party has reconvened and is sharing their experiences
Yeah, we just
before deciding on our next course of action.
the airship just arrived, and I was describing a little bit of what happened in the last 2 days. Do you hear anything that I said?
Yeah, somebody come out of a wormhole and all that good stuff.
Okay, you heard that at least. I guess that makes sense. And at the moment, Graham is kind of hiding because the situation happened yesterday that just got him pretty in a pretty upset mood.
Whoa.
I wasn't able to find him. Um, you guys.
I'm a stranger who's not supposed to exist yet.
What?
Oh, what a dusty introduction.
Sounds like it.
However, there's someone I need to aid more than all of you here, except for you, Mr. Soul Eater, who is yet incomplete. Goodbye!
Let me go to raise your eyes at that. What? Who? What is it? What? Um. Uh, I don't care. Well, no, I do care, but it's not you trying to figure it out. Could you guys help me find Graham?
Sure.
In the meantime, you can tell me whatever happened in the 2 days you guys were on the airship.
Basically, nothing happened. We went back and got it fixed, and that was about it.
Okay, fair.
And very inconvenient.
You're inconvenient. How?
Well, I
Some
mean, I
fancy
suppose
stuff.
I did kill my doppelganger.
That's true.
You did what? And then is going to squint his eyes.
He told me to.
I leave you alone for 2 days, and you commit murder, Chris Form.
I prefer to think of it as assisted suicide.
Even if it did what even if it did wanted it, why?
He said I had to.
For what?
I don't even know. Something about destiny or fate or some other nonsense.
Happened so far.
Enemy is going to rob his temple. Why do I keep you guys company? I wonder sometimes. Well, I suppose without me, this thing would go even crazier. Hmm. Well, I suppose what's done is done. But how am I going to how am I gonna how am I gonna tell this to Ward? That guy was part of his crew. When he realizes he's gone, he's going to inquire about it.
I don't know. He told me to.
He did?
Yeah, he told me I'd not bored. My doppelganger. He's the one that told me that I had to do it, so I did it.
Do you think Ward is gonna accept that explanation? Wouldn't know.
I mean, Ward's just gonna be upset no matter what we tell him.
I suppose that's true. But well,
Ward just seems to like being angry.
I suppose it's your problem to deal with whenever the time comes. Well, so we got oh, things went fully with getting everybody to the tower, and nothing seems to have attacked us.
That's strange.
I mean, this is supposed to be a safe haven. It would be if we had been attacked by the darkness. Isn't it supposed to be? Isn't it supposed to be a place where it doesn't approach?
Guess so. You'd think that would be one of the first places to try to get over, but oh,
Hmm. Well.
you all succeeded though. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm. So we're all reunited. We had the ship back, and the people are safe. What should we? I wonder what should we do now? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm mostly following wherever the captain goes.
I suppose same here, but I wanted to ask you guys for your opinions. I'm not exactly too familiar with this entire land myself, so I wouldn't know where to head next.
I'm not sure any of us have any idea where we're supposed to be heading.
Oh, I guess if worst comes to worst, I guess we could ask Moriarty. He's always been the one that has been giving us some leads.
I mean, if I recall correctly, there was something here at the tower people needed. Marcus might have a few leads with all his mercenaries out and about everywhere. Um,
Are you talking in character, or are you saying out of character?
I'm saying in character.
You're actually there.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, this Marcus fellow. I don't know.
Of course, the DM could always drop hints as well.
You'll have to talk with someone for me to speak through them.
But yes, you could always remind us of things. It has been a while, after all.
True enough. Well, depending on your situation, if you want to do something about the curses, the professor would be the first person to talk to. If you want to know about the current goings on in most other cities, Marcus would be a fine source of information, as his group is probably still accepting some small contracts at least.
They have indeed grown since you last saw them. When you last saw them, it was literally just Marcus and the captain who survived. Oh no, there were a few guards, I think, that survived.
Yeah, now it seems like there's a proper group this time.
That sounds pretty amazing. What was the last time you guys saw him?
Last time they saw him was when they first came to the island. that was session 1.
Element is not aware how long ago that was. I think he joined like mid campaign.
Yeah. Well, mid compared to now, I suppose.
Yeah.
But you guys were like maybe level 4 or 5, maybe 3 even.
It was some time ago, not considering the gap between games.
Indeed. I'd be interested to meet.
So it depends on what your priorities are at the moment.
Honestly, I would be interested to meet this Marcus fellow. With
Risform knows him.
what is it that his mercenary band do?
Missions for either protection or termination of creatures or other bandits.
So you could say that they roam around and know the area well.
Yes, they are in fact fairly well known, surprisingly enough, but a mercenary group does well to have a good reputation because their reputation speaks for them.
Okay, enemy does want to go and meet this Marcus guy. Anybody else has something to say?
Nope.
No, by all means.
Graham's still off hiding and sleeping.
Sleeping. How long does your invisibility last?
I never said he was still invisible. Just said
Fair
he's
enough.
sleeping.
Somewhere else.
You guys might want to go find Graham, just to make sure he's not insane. I don't really know what happened with him and his rabbit.
Suppose I should help you before we meet that fellow.
Probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll help. So me and Moriarty are gonna look for Graham. What are you two gonna do? Riskform, Euphoria. Are you guys there?
I'm here. I'll just follow. Well, I'm actually curious to see what's going on.
Also, out of character, Dusty did say that if you're interested at all in looking into your curse equipment, you should probably go to the professor, because I get the feeling you didn't hear that. You hear me?
Who are you talking to?
Euphoria.
Oh.
My bad, I did not hear you. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Okay. Okay, I was saying out of character that I don't think that you heard this, but Dusty said that if you're interested at all in getting your curse equipment checked out to go to the professor. He said that.
Cross.
Yeah, he said it earlier, and I get the feeling you didn't hear him, so I'm repeating it for him.
I did not. Thank you.
Okay.
I
So,
think that can wait. I just want to see what's going on with.
Graham.
Yeah.
Okay, enemy is gonna go with Moriarty. And Brisform, are you there?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Moriarty to look for Graham. What are you going to do?
I guess I will stay here until you guys figure out what you want to do.
Okay. No input.
Fair.
Okay, so Moriarty, Element, and Euphoria are going out looking for Graham.
Would we be fine, Graham?
Well, Graham, knowing that the one thing that Harkness would actually do something about would be, if someone trying to fuck with the stuff on the shelves. He got up on top of the shelves, so if the Toby tried to climb up the shelf, Harkness might do something about it.
So you're
Very
saying
likely.
that to prevent someone from messing with him,
Well, Graham isn't big enough that he's going to destroy or disturb anything on the shelves climbing up it. Toby, I feel, on the other hand, would probably be a bit of a different story.
I mean, Toby's not here anymore.
Yes, I know. But that was part of the reason why Graham left to go hide, was Toby.
Dusty,
It's
what's
not
your ruling
since,
on this?
therefore,
'Cause-
and thusly been informed. Spot checks, everyone. Or perception.
20. Not unnatural 20.
Because it was, in fact, truthful. Graham, the DC is up to you as this is player versus player.
I'm sure if he rolled a 20, he would have spotted Snowy kind of keeping watch over the edge of the shelf.
Rabbit. He just points.
Snowy
It's indeed
stares
a rabbit.
back.
Moriarty points so that everyone else can see him.
Element is going to try to reach up the shelf. Graham, are you there?
Graham will roll over. Is the not welcome crazy person gone?
No, I'm still here.
No, not you, Moriarty.
Dusty is still here.
I mean the one that went around stabbing people.
Wristforn is still just goes through the whole party.
Graham just goes back to sleeping on the shelf.
Get down here.
A the Wristform came back with the airship. We need you here.
All right. I suppose so.
Don't worry, the crazy people are actually gone. I checked.
Moriarty just gives him a look like, eh.
Doubt.
Graham will come down.
This whole party is crazy. And Graham is part of that list himself.
Yes, but he's not the crazy person who just randomly showed up and started stabbing people.
To be fair, I
and
did,
then had their pet tackle him to the ground.
Realize and tackle.
to be fair, I did taunt him, but yeah.
To proceed, we need to figure out. Well, you need to figure out where you all are going next. I'm staying here where it's safe and where I won't be attempted to be murdered, and really should have been murdered by a giant dragon controlled by darkness. You guys can have fun with that, though.
You were
I think
expecting.
we will.
You were. Are you not okay with being a lie, Moriarty?
I'm okay with it, but I definitely shouldn't be.
Some people find it overrated.
Well, I suppose when you can see the future and things are gonna exactly as planned, like it can leave an impact on you. I wouldn't know how it feels.
It was destiny, but destiny was wrong, which is strange. So I guess destiny lied to me, and then broke up with me.
You can't see into the future anymore.
No. I don't know how to explain it. It's something I've lived with for apparently thousands of years. Again, I don't understand the whole age thing that apparently exists.
Yeah, time and people's perception of it, with this whole kind of reincarnation through blood sort of bullshit, seems to really fuck with people's brains.
That seems like a reasonable explanation. I don't know if it's the right one, but I'll take that and run with it.
I suppose so. Well, let's go back to the canteen and just discuss what we should do next.
Indeed.
Agreed.
And so the party heads back to Risford to reconvene and recollect.
Had a character go. I gotta be right back. I gotta go to the restroom.
Okay.
So what are you all doing?
Well, I think I'd like to talk to Ram a little bit.
Who?
Looking at his rabbit is very interesting. Also, I think I get a nosebleed when I look at Risform. I don't know what that means, though.
Well, it might mean that he's part darkness. Or again, you said you didn't like looking at people who involve like death and shit like that. Maybe it has something to do with that.
Didn't he kill his twin?
That was recent, and since I didn't see his twin, it doesn't affect me so much. Whoop. Alright. But I think I could do something about you and I think I could do something about you and Snowy, though. I may be made of paper mache when it comes to most things, but I do have some magic.
I don't know. I mean, we should. I don't want to like have things go. No offense, but batshit crazy.
Well, none taken. I am
Without
pretty.
kind of knowing if what's gonna happen. That's kind of why I wanted the professor to check out Snowy before we had that
Yes.
strange visitor.
I would have preferred natural native methods since well, I believe I've said before, I'm filling it for something, but I'm underbaked and it's like putting a square in a circle hole and then making it fit with a hammer. I mean, I'm there, but it's not good. I don't. This is the best. This is the best way I can explain it. I'm filling in for something that's not gone yet. Also,
Something that's not gone. If there's something if there's something that's supposed to disappear for you to appear completely.
no. Yeah, I think it'd be best if the thing that I'm filling in for comes back.
What?
Oh. Um.
It's something powerful though that don't know how long or how to do that though. So until then, I'm just gonna figure out some way to do things with you and your rabbit. Starting with
Huh.
dialogue. Can you communicate with your bunny?
Yes. In a sense, I mean, not with words, but I can get emotions, and like that kind of stuff.
Okay, have you tried giving Snowy a knife?
I can't say that I have. No.
Step 1, can you talk to the rabbit? Yes. Step 2, have you tried giving it a knife?
Your rabbit's a hexblade. I'm sorry to tell you that you are not, in fact. It is not, in fact, your packed beast. It is not, in fact, a simple packed beast, nor is it your patron. You are both sharing one pact,
Huh.
and it's a little split between you. I didn't think I should intervene too much, but things didn't go like I thought they would.
So wait,
I mean, shouldn't it just be able to summon its own sword then?
I don't know
so
if
the
that thought has
rabbit is
occurred to
the
it.
swordsman.
Yes,
I mean,
think?
I can't do that, but
Well, it's also not got hands, is the thing. So,
good point. I think
summoning a
there's
sword pretty pointless for it.
I think there's actually a way I could possibly make it have hands.
Polymorph?
No.
How many quotes do we have? Hold on. What do you use the quote systems in?
62.
Oh boy.
How do we see the other quotes? I need to see. I want to read through some of these. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because technically Graham has the Pact of Change right now, so that you can theoretically change the rabbit into a sprite form, which can carry a sword or a knife.
Looks like somehow we have 2 quote systems going.
Emerald
I don't know
hand
how, but
What's the
apparently
second-
we do.
What's the second system? It looks like there's only one.
That second message there that keeps posting?
Oh. Weird.
Hold on. Okay, apparently there's a quote system built into stream avatars that I've got to remove.
Oof.
Wherever it is. Anyways, continue. There we go. Fixed it.
Dusty?
Shall I repeat it then?
Yes.
Have you tried giving the rabbit a knife?
No. I can't say that I have.
Well, how will you give it hands, then? Is there some
I,
magic that I don't?
I mean, whenever I hit the, whenever I guess kind of shortly after my brain broke and I kind of gained a deeper connection with Snowy, Snowy kind of changed from I guess a normal rabbit into something slightly more. Snowy can turn invisible now, among other
Full
things.
hands, you say?
I guess I could, as I do have the I just need to reuse the materials that I have for summoning Snowy back. If anything happened to Snowy, to change it.
Well, it's up to you. There may also be some, fusion methods, I suppose. But I think the best thing to do is to either one, somehow remove Snowy from the pact, or two, gain Snowy's share from the pact. I don't know how to go about doing that, though. I can only see how it happened first, and it's a little mean.
I get that. But anyways, I think I can work on that a little bit later. Let's plot what we're going to actually do for a bit.
And perhaps we shall leave it off with the party reconvening once more properly to discuss their next course of action.
What?
I was asked when the earliest possible stopping point may be.
Ah.
So we'll go ahead and end here then. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Tales of Miraleth Dungeons and Dragons. We will be back, I will be back tomorrow. Toya has to work late, so there won't be any Borderlands 3. So it'll probably be either Deep Rock Galactic or whatever that other game is, 7 Days to Die. We'll see what people want to do. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of all of you that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. Please consider donating to the channel or becoming a subscriber or patron. It really helps out a lot. I am moving soon, and your support is more important to now than ever, so please consider supporting the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Farewell!
Bye.